great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on our home team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will...
The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Missouri Tiger, their rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Looking deep for Elliott. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Quick completion here to Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Stroud sets up the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on first down. It's Reed. 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On the quick, right?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Matthews. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Here comes third down and 7. Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 4. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 3rd down and 13. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
A drive there of just 4 plays. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Whitfield. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Stroud working out of the gun. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. They run the counter. It's Reed. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 21-3 is your score after 1. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run on first down. It's Reed, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This is 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Stroud.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10. Stroud. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud out of the gun here. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Up the middle they go. Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An inside run with Lynch. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
1st down, the run with Lynch. Down at the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Here's Stroud. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before they intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. But what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
2nd down and a yard. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, where you see the final score there. The final, 19-14. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He finds his man complete. That's Ramos. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ramos. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught, and he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Give him 18 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Reed. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to fight through one tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. That one out wide and intercepted.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The offense on third down tonight, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And here come the Bills. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reed, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 47 now, that work with a 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
And the Bills' first down.
He'll drop to throw. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills ready to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, set.
They'll look to throw here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Barber. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.